Here we are in the rice farm for Jesus Chosen People Church. Here is the farm, and you are going to see the workers, members of the mission of the church, working in the rice farm. You can see them all working hard in the rice farm, weeding, removing the weeds from the rice. These are the members of Jesus Chosen People Church, and also inmates of the Uchenna Bakery. And we planted this rice farm as the bakery work is no more progressing as expected. That's why we have to start this. They're working in this section, which is planted about 3 months ago. It's now just gradually producing some seeds. Very soon, you will see the produced ones, the ones already mature for harvesting, which they are now already harvesting. Here, we have around 7 acres of land. We planted rice this year. You can see the extent of the farm. In fact, it was a little we got last year that we are still depending upon up till now. It's really great. God has blessed us through this. And we hope to increase upon this if we have the machine that could have helped us to work more, to produce further on this. For you can see, all this work is done by manual labor, all by hand. There was no machine that could help us to do this work. And that's the area where we are asking for help. We believe that if we get machinery, we can really feed ourselves and those poor ones around us who have nothing to eat. Over here, you can see the mature rice. It has produced the seed, and the seed is unripe for harvesting. You can see one of the farmers, or one of the workers, admiring the rice as they have produced. You can see how large these seeds are. So our brother Cyprian is admiring the rice. The production has God has blessed us this year with. It's really great, and we thank God for it. So here you can see a number of them working, harvesting the rice. You can see that all this is done by hand, and that makes it that most of the product could not be collected. But if it were by machine, it would have been easy to collect as much as possible. And it takes a longer time to harvest all this. While if it were with a machine, it could be collected very easily in the shortest given time, all this could be harvested. Ensuring that the rice we plant here, it takes 3 to 4 months to be ready. And had the machines, we are expecting we could plant rice up to 3 times in the year on one particular piece of land, and it will still produce. We are having much rain to help this to grow. You can now see the farmers or the workers coming back with the sheaves they've cut of the mature rice, coming to the threshing, where they begin to thresh it with the sticks, beating with all their might to remove the rice seeds from the husks. It's rather a tedious job, which machine we have done, but due to lack of machines, all these things are done with hands. They collect the heaps of the sheaves cut and collect it in heaps. Then with sticks, they surround it and begin to beat it. As they are beating, the seeds begin to fall off from the sheaves, removing the rice with only the husks in it. And that's the only way we can do it. There's no other way, but only this way. You can see them sweating, working all through, doing the threshing. A really difficult job, but that's the only way possible we can do it. So you can see how tedious the job is. Under the heat of the sun, over 100 degrees centigrade, Fahrenheit, people are doing this type of work to produce what we eat. But there's no other way we could do it. Now as Christians, we are doing this with joy. As you can see, the workers rejoicing. They are happy. But that's the only way we can do it. You can see them sweating. But there's nothing we can do other than this. You can see the noise of the sticks coming down on the rice, threshing. But you know, if it is there in the United States, one machine could do all this. We can do within a month, even within a day.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's the only way we can do the threshing.
No, we won't die to you.
The half, don't win it.
Okay, you know, I come to fight seven. What is it? Kavan there?
Okay,
I took a go on the guy who was Mama.
And now they're on the winnowing. After threshing, you have to go winnowing. And all these are manually. But there's no mechanical way of doing all this. You can now see the rice has been beaten out of the chaff and see them on winnowing. And that's the way it is done. That's the winnowed one, now going to the sack. You find here the major food crop of Nigeria called cassava. Here is a farm of cassava just planted. Cassava is planted on mounds. The sticks of the plant is cut and put on the mounds, as you can just see. That's one of them, that's another, that's another, and that's another. So they are put on mounds, and they will germinate and begin to grow until they are mature, and they will be harvested. Cassava is a root crop. As you can see, it produces on the root. Over here you can see a farm planted and the seeds are already growing. You can see the extent. You can see different kinds of cassava just growing. You can look and see so many species of the same cassava. Looking at this one, for example, you can see the leaves are short and narrow. That's a species. But over here, you see another species, and you can see that the leaves are much broader and wider and larger than the former one. And you can see these growing better than the other one, and so it produces better than that one too. So there are so many species of the same cassava, as you can see. This is where we depend. The major food of my people is cassava, because from there we get gari, cassava fufu, and tapioca, which we eat. Here we are in the bakery side of Jesus' chosen people, called Uchenna Bakery. Right here is the baking house, and here is the working room. Looking, you can see the flour in use. These are foreign-made flour. As you can find it, farine American. This is what is smuggled into Nigeria, and that's what my people now can find and use. Here is the baking. You can find the flour, now to be mixed, waiting for the milling to be done. Mixing the flour, pouring it into the bath. It's here to work upon it. That's the sugar going into the flour. The yeast, which is used for the baking. All this you can see is done with hand. We've not got any machine could do the mixing. And the mixing is through. And it goes on to the milling. Here is the generating power that mills. is the cutting and the rolling or mulling of the bread. There you made the dough being cut by the workers then rolling it, putting all in a pan. That's how really the work is done. You can see how the mulling goes up. All manually done. Now you can see the tray where oil, some oil is added to it. From there it goes into the pan. So it goes over there. That's the cover. The bread already produced. There it goes. Here is the baking side of the bakery. And here you see the oven. This mud oven filled with mud. Vacuum. You can see everything is nothing but mud. Made that way, covered in and out. Here is the fire in the oven, just putting for the purpose of heating. Nothing but firewood put into the oven, and it will burn. After the fire, the wood has burnt, and the oven is heated. Everything there is pulled out and cleansed. The draft heat is what is used in the baking, because we haven't got any mechanized oven to use. For example, here it is now ready for baking, because all the wood, all the burnt wood has been removed, the ash and everything, and cleansed, and now the bread in the pans could go into this oven. And as I told you, nothing is baking the protein other than the draft heat in the oven. And here is the bread in the pan coming out to go into the oven for baking. The Rebecca is praying, getting ready to begin to bake. So this is all the work we're doing for the Lord. And so the oven is filled with bread and covered to remain 10 to 15 to 20 minutes for it to be ready. It's now about to check the bread and to see whether it is now ready. Right now, the bread is ready. Let it come out from the pans. As the storeroom, where the bread we bake is stored. We set and made ready for sale.